Hi everyone, Lisa Erickson. I lead CRM and loyalty at Sleep Number. And I didn't hear Sleep Number's loyalty program mentioned as one of those to emulate in the last discussion, but I'm hoping after this you will, because it's really pretty special. Let me tell you, how many of you have heard about Sleep Number? Hands? Oh, a lot. That's great. There's a lot of mattress companies. We are not a mattress company. We are a health and wellness company. And it's really, our mission is to provide the best sleep to really improve lives through those individualized sleep experiences. Our bed is a fully adjustable bed. It is tailored to you and you only. We have innovative sleep IQ technology. So I was with a table last night that was talking about the Oura Ring, and I'm like, you gotta wear that, to get your data. With Sleep Number, you just have to sleep in the bed, and the bed gets to know you, and I'll show you a video that tells you a little bit about it. But we really want you to have your best life, and sleep is a part of that. Just as health and wellness and exercise and food, sleep is the other end of that triangle. And we are a visionary in the health and wellness field. We have partnerships with the Mayo Clinic. We are the official sleep and wellness partner of the NFL. And we are getting very involved with the American Cancer Society. So really, we are living that mission to improve lives in very many ways. And we have over 670 stores, and all in the United States. We actually grew throughout COVID, believe that or not. We grew our store count. And it's an experience to go in our stores. And that's one of the reasons they're doing so well. So let me play a little video for you, and you'll learn a little bit about Sleep Number. But I'm not going to sing it. All right, so I forgot to mention, and bad of me because I've never forgotten to tell you, my Sleep Number setting is a 30, and my average sleep IQ score is a 79. And that's the way we really like to introduce ourselves at Sleep Number. So our beds really learn from you, the data. So they learn, we have billions of sleep sessions of highly accurate data that can actually help inform if somebody's sick or ill, which is why we have one of our partnerships with the Mayo Clinic. And it's individualized data that you'll get from sleeping in a Sleep Number bed. And what really drives Sleep Number business is the whole digital ecosystem. We start with the upper end funnel of, attracting through media and engaging, and then it's about converting. So for us, we have a website, but we really want to drive our customers into our stores where they can get a one-on-one experience and with our sales pros. And it's all about getting them to the store. After that, it's all about accelerating and growing what we're calling our Smart Sleeper community. This is the community in our loyalty program. And it's about keeping them engaged, right? We can't be a program where it's all about spending and getting, because you're not going to buy a bed. You know, you buy a bed every 8 to 10 years, although we have a very strong repeat business within the first year. But it's all about growing that community so they can become brand advocates. And it's the whole flywheel effect that is really what keeps the business growing. And you can see the quote from our CEO, Shelley Eibach. She says this on every earnings call, how important this is to the business. And just to let me have a guest session out there for a minute, go off script. What do you think Sleep Number's repeat and referral business as a % of the company's business? Any guesses? It's over 50 now. So really amazing. And for Sleep Number, it's all about emotion. So I had a Sleep Number bed long before I joined the company, and I really did love it. It did make a difference in my life. I was having back pain at the time, and the bed got rid of it for me. Now, the beds are completely different from when I bought mine. Well, it was probably 20 years ago. But I love the bed, and it was one of the reasons I wanted to work for the company. So emotion really plays into our brand. And we have very strong brand advocates that will advocate because the bed has made a difference in their lives. And they've also built a relationship with Sleep Number via the salesperson they met and via the marketing that we do. And you can see this slide with the quote from Forrester. It is really very true. And you know, the program really starts out with a rational component, right? Hey, I'll get something, I'll earn some points. But it goes way beyond that. You know, then they get into a behavior where they're going into the program once a week to see what's new. But then we really want to unleash that emotional advocacy and drive referrals. And I measure all of this so I know where we're at with this and I know how well it's working. This is the InnerCircle Rewards Program and our new member introduction video. I'm going to show you this. We're really proud of the program. It's been live for 5 years now. When we developed it, it was nothing that anybody in the marketplace was doing. So we had to go out and search for vendors that could help us out to get it executed. But it's all about engagement and keeping our insiders engaged. So how the program works, you can see it's built on tiers. And I'm not going to go through this here, but you can see that there's 6 different tiers. There's different benefits or rewards our insiders get from each tier. There's sweepstakes. I think somebody talked about sweepstakes yesterday. Really efficient way to run your program. Everything I do within the Sleep Number program is either giving them rewards to come back and spend in the store, And if they get a $50 certificate, what are they going to spend? They're spending $200 or $250, right? So I know that. So it is an efficient way for me to run a program because I'm not giving away something from someone else. I'm using it internally. And all of the sweepstakes I do, different monthly sweepstakes, also, very efficient way for me to run a program. And we do some ticket giveaways because we're with the NFL. So, we didn't do Super Bowl, but we do draft and things like that where people can win tickets. And also product testing. And then we have a redeemable points tiers. But those redeemable points, again, are for certificates to spend in Sleep Number stores. So it really is an efficient way. It's not costing me money to run the program. It's actually bringing in a really high amount of revenue. And this is about the engagement activities. The point I want to make with this slide is in 2022, we had over 300 different activities for our insiders to do, and they completed them over 15 million times. I've got over 1.3 million members right now. They are very, very active. They love the content. So to run a program like this, you have to have somebody providing content to you. And we have content between the NFL, American Cancer Society, and our internal writers as well. But it's about layering on points. That would be doing a pillow fit quiz or reading some kind of blog post. Resting Easier is really about learning more about your products, how to control your bed, how to use Sleep IQ, learning about sleep and wellness. You can see it's more blog posts, sharing and loving activities. That's about referring friends, right? We've made it very easy for them to send a digital referral. And I now know who they referred, and then I can market to that person, which is great. That's something new we started last year. And then reviewing local stores are really important to us. We've got connecting on your social apps, and then of course, purchasing more product. And this slide is probably my favorite slide, and we've shown this to our board of directors, and they just, they eat it up because this is the journey, because what we want this program to be is habit forming. And, like I said, we have insiders that do go in every week to see the new content. So when they register for the program, of course, they're gonna get some points to start them off. After that, we send them an email with an onboarding activity. And what that onboarding activity is to learn about when your bed's gonna be delivered, right? That helps out our call center because it's telling people how to prepare their bedroom for their bed delivery and what to expect from the delivery drivers. Talks to them about setting up Sleep IQ. So all the things we want them to know that help our call center not get calls on it. Then we talk about completing a Sleep IQ streak. So they have their bed. We want them to get used to using Sleep IQ. So we have activities, a set of activities to help them familiarize themselves with Sleep IQ. Once they've done that, they've leveled up to the next level. That allows them to get a certificate as well as enter sweepstakes. From there, they're completing a survey. This has been the most surprising aspect of this program is surveys. We can do silly surveys. Does your dog sleep in bed with you? They eat that up. They love it. Or we can do surveys, maybe our product team is looking for a new product and they want to see if it'll resonate, right, without spending the money on it. Or we have a new ad campaign and we want to know which tagline is better. We use this community for this all the time, so much so that our market research department has stopped paying for outside research for things like this because we get more responses from this community within a 3-day period. We'll get thousands of responses. So it's really highly valuable. Again, doesn't cost me anything and it's fun. It's kind of gamification. After that, we get them to write a product review on their bed, and they write them. And from that, then they've advanced to the bronze tier. And at this time, another certificate opens, and for this one, they were able to do a sweepstakes to get it to go to the NFL draft. After that, we do something called social sharing missions. And this has been really powerful for us as well, where we'll put a question out there just saying, hey, what's your favorite aspect of using Sleep IQ? They will write a quote on it. We'll ask them if we can use that quote, right? They'll opt into it, and then they'll share it on their social media channels coming from them. It's been really, really powerful, and probably one of the most favorite things I think that we've enhanced the program with in a recent time. Referring a friend then is a big one. They can do that right through the program. They send a digital referral. And then if that person converts, they get even more points. And then, we have, I'm just one of the other activities. I said, watch a welcome video from Dak Prescott just because it's fun. There's things like that we can do since we're partners with the NFL. From there, they're going to get their friend makes a referral, and that's where they get a lot of big points, right? Because that's the thing, to get new people in the brand and keep that flywheel working, and then they level up again. And another beautiful thing about the program is if they don't want to use their points to spend them in the store, they can donate to one of our partners, Make-A-Wish or the American Cancer Society. And for Make-A-Wish, those rewards helped fulfill kids' dreams. Believe me, some kids want a new beautiful bedroom, right? And we've been able to do a lot of that. And with the American Cancer Society, same thing. It's going to help with the houses that they support and get beds in those houses. So really proud that our insight that has resonated so well with them. Here's where we get into the value of the program. So this slide, smart sleepers are just who we call anybody that owns a Sleep Number bed. You have to opt into the InnerCircle Rewards Program, which is the bottom. The sweet spot is the middle. Those that are using the Sleep IQ, using their bed and learning from it every day, and using the InnerCircle Rewards Program. And you can see just from the different tiers how they go up in value. This is their value to date to me at Sleep Number. So that's going to include, their first purchase. It's going to include subsequent purchases. It's going to include if they've referred anybody. Quite significant. So my whole job with this program is to get them up to the silver level because that's where the big increases are. I've got an analytics team, somebody that just looks at all those activities. So remember I said 300 activities last year? The team has defined who these high value members are. By first, they're looking at the sales. So like I just said, repeat sales, referral sales, and they've ranked everybody on that. And you can see the big differentiators here in those categories. But what's next is what's really cool. So the second identifier is to layer on what they're doing in the inner circle. So I know what activities are resonating most with these high value people because I want to get lookalikes to be like them, right? So I now know which type of activities are resonating with them. So then I can email out other segments within the Inner Circle program and get them to do those type of activities. Pretty impressive. And this is just how they're, this is a listing of a bunch of the activities. You can see, and this was from last fall, that the high value group really resonated with anything on military, which was kind of actually a surprise for us because there's times of the year where we really work with the military and have some nice content from them. Then the nature of sleep videos and looking at bedding and pillows were the high activities. But this can change at any month, and we measure it every month. But really, kind of crazy how deep they can go in this. And then lastly, where we want to take the program is really to that emotional loyalty lever. I'm great with people that want to come into the program because they know they can continuously improve their sleep. Behavioral loyalty is great, that they regularly use the sleep functions, but I want them to be those advocates. I need that army of advocates to support the brand. And that's where we're wanting to get everyone. You can see when we get up to that emotional loyalty level, it's really all about the outcomes. We want our referrals, the reviews, the 5-star reviews, the social amplification and advocacy, the authentic testimonials. So I know somebody was talking about that. Yes, we pay a lot of brand influencers, right? But these authentic stories are the ones that really resonate. And those are the ones we want to amplify even more. And then this beloved brand status. Sleep Number wants to be a beloved brand, and that's what we aspire to be. And this program has really helped us, do that with a number of insiders. And then lastly, what this slide is just showing you is we're doing ongoing data analysis. But I have somebody who manages the program operationally, and literally she gets love notes from our insiders on why they love Sleep Number and why they love this program. Because they don't feel like Sleep Number is trying to get them to spend more. You know, they feel like we're giving them something back with this program, where it's actually making a difference in their life. And here's a couple of the quotes, and I have thousands and thousands and thousands of quotes. And they're just heartwarming to read. So, you know, we're not customer service who get the upset calls. We get all the very happy customers that really love us, and we want them to tell their friends and families about Sleep Number. And I believe that is it. Yep.
That's awesome,
Thank you.
Lisa. Any questions for Lisa? The one thing that just keeps running through me is it seems like this would be an older demographic, just because it's a more, let me finish. And I could be wrong, but it's just, it's more expensive. I don't know when you're in your 20s if you're really caring so much about all these things. Yet a lot of what they're being asked to do is on apps, it's digital. So how did you sort of get through that challenge, or am I incorrect in terms of that?
No, I mean, our age group is, you know, 50 is probably the median age. We are starting to get younger customers because of the technology. But the beauty of Sleep Number is you've built a relationship in store, right? So as they're buying their bed, they then talk to them about the program. And they tell them about it and get them to sign up for it, and then we, with marketing, do the same thing. And what's really been interesting to me is it's a lot of men that are really active in the program. And that was kind of a surprise. Yeah.
So you start the store employees are right there to teach them, like, so say someone who has never even had an app, they're teaching them how to get it all set up.
They are. And then when it gets delivered by the delivery drivers, we now have them actively involved too, showing them. So yeah, it's great. We have over 90% of the people sign up for the program when they buy a bed. And then our engagement rate is about 60, which is really, really high.
So professional athletes at all levels are talking so much more about sleep hygiene and sleep quality and how it fits into their training. You've got those great ads with Dak Prescott. I'm curious how the NFL partnership particularly sort of impacts the loyalty behavior and how it works throughout the season. I saw the draft was one of your perks.
There's a group, so I can segment everybody in the program, and there's a group where the content on NFL really, really resonates. But our hope with the NFL players, and you should have heard it during Super Bowl, is a lot of them do talk about sleep, and they do mention Sleep Number since we're the official partner. They've learned. A lot of their coaching staffs and trainers are really big believers in this. So, you know, not only do the NFL sleep on the beds, but the trainers do as well. And they're really a big part in the education of sleep.
All right, well, Lisa, that was awesome. Thank you so much.